Ah, the world I am in. It is getting said that not many people what's gonna happen or what. Wonder what they're doing though. Wait a minute, why am I getting the feel that I'm being watched? Let's see. Gear. Yep. Oh! Hey guys! I didn't know you basically are watching. Yes, I am playing Vince's Story! I'm not sure I might not sound like I said it correctly, but I did say what the name is. Oh man. So, like I said in the previous video, I did said something about it coming, and yeah, you probably were confused and said, Nikki, I don't fully believe you. That ain't gonna be possible. Some people even say that they don't believe me about to play that game. But also in the future, I'm gonna be switching fully on my oldest computer stuff. I'm gonna switch them to Linux and no longer be Windows. Same with other things. Can't wait to have full control, have everything under control, automatically logs me in, and does all of the work. I don't have to worry about a single problem. No longer being logged out or mistaken. Have all my logins automatically, and enjoy. Oh, Violet. And a rune. Well, I may as well. Tools? Let's see what I get. Oh my. Flint axe, copper axe. That's a good start. Might be able to get firewood going. So, there's also a lot of things I want to make a mention. I am gonna be very sorry for anyone who's gonna ask me about questions, but yeah. There will be a lot of things happening, changes, and the reason why I'm not gonna be able to come back for a while after a lot of things happen, I'm pretty much gonna be busy doing a lot of other stuff. And I know, it sounds sucky, and I should have just been doing something else. Oh, that's a wolf. Don't attack me, and attack you yet. You know very well not to mess with someone's business. I'm just here for the wood. Thank you, Mr. Wolf. Or Miss Wolf. You go enjoy your nature, I'll go enjoy my life. Oh. That was close encounter. Just imagine that backfires and I just get killed right there. Oh, that would suck. Rejected wood. So yeah, you already could tell for some of you who knows Vengeance Story, I'm playing as the Hunter class. Ooh, oh god, oh god, oh god. Oh god, not that ammo! I know I got a copper axe, but I'm not gonna use that for combat. That is one big giant ravine. Alright. So, as I did run from that, this game is pretty cool and amazing, and I want to let you know, I'm going to definitely have fun, and maybe I might make a mod that lets you play as a Lombax of any type in this game. Unless someone beat me to it and made a mod that lets you play as a Lombax in Vengeance Story, then hey, congrats. I know there's also people who play as Avali's, wanted to play Avali's in Vengeance Story, and I don't blame them there. It'd be cool to see what creativity and crazy fun we all could have. Sadly, I will have to give out reminders. I won't be able to always make videos all the time because I'll be quite busy doing other things. And just in case you ask and say something rude or anything, you like complain saying that I would never ever come back to this and abandon the series. No. Like, I wouldn't abandon the Calvon Minecraft mod pack series. I will just get that done until I fully am done and ready. Then I'll give out the final heads up. I'm not doing that right away because that's cruel, that's reckless. I'll wait until my time is at the right time. and then I'd be all set. Oh, pro tip, if playing Vintage Story, don't use a knife on leaves, use axe. It's faster. See how slow that is? Do it like this, and it kind of looks fast, but we do it with the axe, boom. One swing, and it's done. So, if you do get axe made, chop down so many trees and leaves with it, and then boom. You should get enough sticks to keep ya all set. Especially if you get to pottery age very early on. And gravel is good if you're going to do panning. If you find a biome that's full of gravel, I suggest you collect tons of it. It will be handy. Oh, copper right away. There's a chance there might be something down here. Looks like nothing yet, but I'll keep that in mind. Which icon is there we go. I marked that down so I can remember to get the copper. So yeah, being as a hunter, it's best to use range. Oh, it's raining. And I know this would not be your type of thing to do. But I would also collect anything that I see and find tactics. Oh, another copper. Might have to come back here later after I gain some support beams up. Oh, yep, this is good because I need something to keep myself fit. Might take this. Turnips might be good just in case I start a farm. And yeah, you can tell what I'm using right now is my old laptop to play. My old Alienware laptop. Because I'm still setting up more on the new version of the Lombax Tech Kit that I'm working on with the Linux. Mainly Arch Linux I'm using it for the base of it to set up. Oh, that's just screw. So, for now I'm looking for clay and other things, or the other thing I needed. Ooh. That's driftwood. Because if I could find a biome where I could get what I needed. I know they do come in from water. But make sure you do look around. And map every ore that you see. I may have messed up, but we'll rename that later. Later when I do come back. Oh, godtails, finally. And chickens, nice. The reason why I need this to get my baskets made, to get my inventory going. With that, then I can carry more stuff until advance later on. You need 10 to have 2 in the every crafting grid slot, and then you make a basket, which I'll show you. See, like you can't do it with one. For those who already played this, they would know. And there you go, you got your inventory. Because you would now have inventory, you can carry more. That means I can carry this. It's not have to worry about my hotbar being taken up as much. Cattails can also be dug up to have the food source given to you. That you could either replant cattail again, or you could just cook it up and eat it as another nutrition food. But you can also use them to make like some storage containers and more. And it's not just in water, you can see them on land too. The reason you need 4 baskets is for good reasons. Having 4 baskets of it can actually lead to better chances. Alright, let's see. More cat. Oh, a lot of cattails. This is good. Good. Oh, and remember, if you find tons, I do suggest you mark it down on the map in case you need to come back to them when they regrow. It's really handy to keep stockpiling on them. Then you need more storage later on, or need them for something else. You got them immediately. And there we go. Boom! Now we got a lot more inventory. Not much, but it's a good amount to put away other tools, put away other resources, and still have whatever we need. But like I said, it's best to mark down the map. Name it, and then mark it. Boom. You can come back here anytime when you need to get more, if it's not winter right away. This offers you a better advantage because now you not only could now get better gear, but stock up on storage baskets. Oh yeah, the coral is going to be handy. Oh, quick note, do that with a knife on the grass and you can get some of that. Which is also handy to make some armor. Which I do recommend making armor, that can help. You don't want to fight without armor and you end up dead on the ground. Oh, that would suck. Get mauled to death by animals. That would suck. So, the only reason why I'm collecting tons of this is for a lot of good reasons. As you will see why I collect this. As you need to have 3 in the slots to make this. A reed chest. That's going to help you out a lot. Because with that, it offers more storage capacity and more chances to continue. I know many people tell me a lot of other things, but I will give you a good tips why it's important to always mark these areas that has this cattails. Because once you find cattail, I recommend you map. Alright, now it's getting dark. We should get a campfire going. But it's raining, you might say. That's true. We don't want to be in the dark, so we need torches and other lights and other way to still see. So my suggestion is to make a shovel. A shovel will help you dig up dirt, and once you get 6, you pack it down into packed dirt. Then you make yourself a small shelter for tonight. Which I would start with something small. Something easy to start with. Put this and this. Well, usually you need 2, but I guess changes happen. And you do it like this, boom. Now you have light in the dark. I do recommend playing it more, so you have more light, and now you can see while you work on all this. Quick note, you can fetch bid, and then you can sleep and wake up in the day. Which, you're like this, and then boom, you make a fetch a hanging grass. Get more made quickly, and you should be all set. Being on an island is a good choice because that means depends on it's small or medium size. I would recommend small island. Long you're careful with gravity. But yeah, if you really want to play the same type of settings and have more unique experience of tribalness and trying to survive, I can offer you the same modifications type of the world, then you can do that. Having a shelter is good so you don't have to worry about getting wet all the time. But food's gonna be not a problem. Of course, there's no fishing rods in the game, so you can't just fish in the water and expect a fish just to be nibbling. So you're gonna have to improvise by using whatever you can get, and basically work with your own building skills. And people have asked me, could you go through blocks like this? No. But at least you can make a hay bed to sleep and not have to worry. But keep in mind, if you make a bed, you will be putting yourself at a bit of risk. And if you ask, no, you can't do that to make cooked variants of certain berries. Which I wish you could cook the berries, but you just can't do that. Oh my. Just do this a little bit more. And there we go. Sheltered and no longer need to worry. So as the sound gets blocked, when you open up to other areas, you can hear sounds, which is cool. I like that. Like you block out the sound, you don't hear it. All you're trying to do is relax and not have to panic. And just set up things. And just go to slumber and let the time tick. I do recommend you take your bed, take the wood, open up your shelter. Since you're no longer gonna stay, it's time to move. Sadly, like everything else, you eventually know you're gonna have to move eventually. So tear down your old shelter camp. That served you really well. But you know it's gonna be harsh, but you gotta do what you gotta do. It served its thing for the one night. Now you're just packing up. Of course your shovel will break, but eventually you're gonna need to do whatever it takes. Which of course, once your shelter is fully taken down, you begin moving somewhere. But don't forget to get some food. You're gonna need it on your travels till you find a place to settle down for real. Because where you're traveling, you're gonna be somewhere far, far away. And you knew you can't stick around the area for long, you knew the dangers. So what do? You tear down area a bit more, look for precious resources that can help you on your own things. And once you get everything you need, say your farewells and get ready to get going. If you're playing with friends, having different classes can be a better advantage. One being a blackguard, one being other class, and each others being in different classes can be handy. Especially if you're playing as the tailor. If you're playing as the tailor and you're doing the tailor work, your team will want to help by you so you can make better gear. Because, well, tailors are pretty good at that. Oh, that was fast. Alright, so we might not want to fight anything right now, but stick with what we can get for resources. We can check the crops too to see what grow age they're at. Oh, this might be a good sign because there's something to munch on. To regain our hunger and continue further. There's so many plants. Some plants could be handy. Alright, didn't I made a mention about armor? There is a guide thing where you can look into, which if you press H, you can learn about the guide. It teaches you a lot. You can make a spear or a wooden club, but improvised body armor is good. Just needs any firewood, dry grass, and a knife. So if you got a knife, yay, congratulations! You saved yourself. Then, boom. Once you make the armor, you put it on and presto, you got yourself armor. Look at that! A nice makeshift armor that keeps you alive for a little longer. And insulate you a bit more. Because armor is very crucial for survival, you do not want to go without armor. What if you get attacked and then something goes wrong? Who's going to be there to save you? No one. It's also a good choice to have protection early on. So let's say if you're doing a player versus player war, and you and your team has an enemy spy amongst your own ranks, you would have the edge over the enemy spy because the enemy spy will realize it makes a wrong move and attacks the wrong target. You technically would live longer. And if you win the fight, you get to tell the tale. There's nice land. Oh, rabbits and more. And look at that. Such a nice landscape. So, we could here be on mountains, but we gotta remember the ups and downs. But, of course, we all will try to conquer our fear. Explore things that we shouldn't be exploring about. But I will say, at least Ninja Story works really well on old computers. Even if it's not the best, even if the Alienware laptop I have is not the best, it's pretty good. Uh, well, this will be really sad eventually once I get to the point where once I make a full switch and get everything all set up and everything ready to go. Yep, that would mean I'd be updating passwords, adding everything, then boom. Oh yeah, I remember those. Not a bad food source to use. Good way to stay alive. One thing I'm looking for is flex. If I find flex seeds, oh yes, finally. That means I finally got flex. I need to come down here. Let's see. You know what? In case I come back for this, which probably in the end I will. Yeah, I'll keep the pine. Getting flex like this early on is so important. Checking the logs and all that is good too, but now I can come back here and get that. And still be able to create my own stuff, even if it takes me a long venture. Getting the seed of it is good for a start. The reason why I'm still venturing around, it's not because I want to find some perfect biome. It's all about perfect land. And getting to a land that's perfect is good sign. Oh, that's a log cover. Alright, this would mean I need to get clay. Oh no. Oh. I'll need to come back here too. Oh my god. So much. There's water. The reason why I'm looking for good land isn't about the better advantage, but about functionality. Since I want to look for a biome that's not too harsh, but might give me a chance to collect resources. And presto, looked like I found something. This might look nice, but what over here is something much more. Jeez, poor tree. Been through a lot. Probably begging him to be chopped down. Another cattail, that's good. Oh, bit of lag spike. But yeah. Quartz. Neat. Big hills. Nice. Just in case any collapse. But yeah, this is beautiful. I will admit, this is beautiful. I'll just use this as my thumbtail. I can stretch the image out a bit and get all set and settle in. Boom. Be all set. I am starting to realize why am I fighting a pig with a knife, even though I do less damage for melee attack. Now the pig is retreating. It knows I'm about to wrangle it. Oh yeah, you knew you were gonna get wrangled someday. Someday I will wrangle it. Not now. Oh, Pete! Did I spell that right? Eh, close enough. I'll come back to it next time. That's a good fuel source. It'd be funny that pig just comes back and kills me and I'm like, bleh, dead. It's like, I got revenge, you mother son of a horror. Yeah, just come back later and just stab it. They can't realize, what is this logic? What kind of monstrosity is he? Alright, now the decision of my settlement is where I determined to stay for life. Long time terms. Well, they say hard choices come first, but me, I ventured before. And I will find a perfect land. And just like that, I know where I will settle. I know, I'm making a dirt hut, but better than nothing. In this age, we are re-revolutionizing ourselves, becoming far more than just people of the caves, or bunk shelter, or wherever we came out of. We are now people beyond. And now, it's time I replant these out somewhere and get to work on getting the builds complete. Because the build ain't gonna finish itself until it's done. It needs a lot of work, and I know that. It's gonna take progress. But the good part is it's not raining. Meaning, we don't have to worry. It's uncommon, which it might come back and try to bite us. But that's why we're gonna be able to start things up. Keeping our fire up, and we'll just live in our own building. Oh, but well, that happened. The ground just suddenly gave in. It's like, nope, I don't want to live in this life of holding on to the ledge. Alright, let's get this build more better. I hear my campfire is still going, so that's good sign. That means it didn't fall near. Good thing we didn't fall down fully to our deaths. That would suck. Yeah, let's just be happy that we didn't die. And let's make some reef chests, because that didn't go well for us. And I don't think we would rather want to go through that chaos again. We don't have farming equipment yet, so we're gonna need to get some things going. We'll be stuck on fruits and vegetables until we get grain, protein, and other things we need. Yeah, the build's gonna need a lot of work. Now we got more inventory back from storing stuff. It's time we terraform the landscape. Terraform it, turn it into a new place of living. And my shovel's gonna break, so yeah, more shovels, I guess. So when your tool breaks, other one replace it automatically. So you got extra tools, you don't have to worry about replacing it in the same hand. Yeah, it automatically does that for you. That's pretty cool. At least with the plants, we're going to be able to get our hunger back up. And maybe we'll continue building our own lovely home. It's going to be made out of dirt, but may as well enjoy the builds of it. Because, well, may as well get comfortable while we can. as we will progress by doing this work and getting this all dig up. And then continue again to work on more of this. And again, and again. You know the drill by this point. We continue till we build up something. Well, we have... Oh, it's that moon. So things are going to be a bit lit by it, but not fully. There we go. Now we got a safer path. And now we got a safe place. A place where we can stay safe and not have to worry. As well, we should do is plant a seed. We'll grow our tree out here. And we'll make a cruel door. I know it won't count fully as a home. But better than nothing. And I know once winter hits, it's going to be a pain. There we go. We got our first door. And now we can set up our own bed. The first age of survival has begun. Well, I guess they say survival comes with a price. Even if it's something. May as well live with it. Which, actually, does these burn? Oh, good. I can use them real quick. And let them burn out. As well, another thing. We'll make a torch. A torch is going to help us with other things. Not only to let us see in the dark and move around, but also we can light up things, make fire go on longer, and until we find clay and start pottery, the pottery age, we'll be all set, because once we get our first things, and like have 2 campfires and extra cooking pot, once we cook things and make wax and all that, we will not need to worry about things again. We can seal up our food and continue. And because we got 22 nuggets of copper, if we get that put into a crucible and get some tons made and set things up, we can make a copper pickaxe and then work on a processor type of pick, and we make a hammer, but not just one hammer. Go with the tools. We also make one thing that we will need. If we make it, that would be the saw. If we make the saw, we can mine up more longer and build supports. Building supports will help us in the long run. Well, I guess I'll see you next time.